Hi, I'm Judy Shaw on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange along with Matt Kobach for another segment of NYSE Icebreakers. Joining us today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian in history. Welcome. It's great to have you here.
We're honored to have you here. And as everyone knows, we start out with an icebreaker, so grab one.
How about pick a good one?
Yeah, pick a good one. Pick a good one. Read it.
What's my favorite holiday?
Yeah,
My favorite holiday and why? I mean, I'd say Christmas, just because
It's tough to beat.
right now with two little boys.
With the family, yes.
Look,
Oh, there's nothing
craziness.
better than
Right.
children
Yeah, I
at
mean,
Christmas.
They went
yes.
absolutely berserk this year with all the toys. And
Are you one of those that overdo it? Too many gifts or
lots
just the
of
right
toys.
amount?
Santa brought
Santa
a lot
overdoes
of
it?
gifts this year.
Not him, Santa. What are you talking about?
Santa brought a lot of gifts for the kids this year.
Well, Michael, you're here to actually talk about Colgate's water conservation campaign. You're the global ambassador. Tell us about that.
We're getting ready to take on our third year, myself and my family, being able to spread the word about water conservation. And honestly, we're coming up on Earth Day right now, so I'm here just reminding everybody, there's so many little tiny things, turning off your faucet while you're brushing, making sure you're conserving. And if you think about that, if you're leaving it running for a week, the average person's losing 900 cups of water.
Oh,
so if you think about that, you're just pouring that down the drain, and it's never coming back. And that's something that, if you start hearing stats like, you think of India, 1.4 billion people, and about 10% of that has running water. So if you think of something like that, and something where we're heading right now, that potentially in the next 10 years, there's 40 states that could be in serious need for water and clean water. So that's all of us. That's us doing what we do on a daily basis. And I'm asking each and every one of you just to help. Turn your water off while brushing your teeth. Turn your water off while doing your dishes. Little things like that are going to go a long way to making sure that we can really hang on to this precious resource as long as we can.
Let's talk the U.S. I've heard that we are the worst, actually, at wasting water.
Yeah.
Is that true? Tell us about it.
No, 100% is, and it's sad to see. I have a 2-year-old boy that knows how to turn it off, so if he can do it,
Yes.
I need each and every one of you out there to make sure you're doing it too.
I'm guilty of that. I need to.
And it's
turn it off.
And I've heard a number of people say that today to me, and I'm like, well, you know what? If you're conscious about it, you just do it. It's something that's so small and so easy, and like I said, makes a huge difference.
Is it almost getting in the habit of it? It's like you should do it, but you have to make that conscious
Habit
effort.
takes 30 days. Do it for
Okay,
30 days.
30 days.
You won't have to think about it after
30
that.
days.
I promise.
Okay.
Every single time you brush your teeth for 30 days, then you won't need a reminder.
Okay. Well, I'm doing that for sure.
I'm proud to say I do. I don't even use any water. I use water after I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just do it for it
He's
dry.
really conserving
I do, yeah.
water. It's fabulous.
No, what do you know? Or I do it in the shower. It's already going anyway.
Make sure you don't leave your toothbrush in there.
Right. No, I know about that.
Because,
Yep,
yes,
yep.
I do the same thing, but I will not leave my toothbrush in there.
So let's switch gears.
Okay.
Let's talk about something else that you're also passionate about: mental health awareness. Tell us about that.
For me, in 2014, I decided to really just open up and talk about the things that I struggle with. And I'm not really sure, to be honest, what that reason or why that was. A reporter just kind of asked me a question, and I just opened up. And honestly, it was something that I can look back now and say that saved my life. So it's pretty powerful. And honestly, there's so many people that are going through the same exact struggles that I go through, or that other celebrities or actors are going through, and it's normal. It's what makes us human beings. The biggest thing is I've been able to have so many amazing memories throughout my life, but I've still had these struggles, and it's okay to not be okay. And I want you all to understand that. And if you need help, ask. I was somebody it was challenging for me to ask for help, and sometimes still is. But we're humans. That's what we do. That's how we are.
You have a partnership with a mental health app, is that right?
Talkspace, correct?
Yeah. So is that what led to that? You kind of wanting to explore this area, and then it was just such a natural fit, or was it almost the other way around?
I went into a rehab facility and got my self-help into I went into a treatment facility to get my self-help, and that was something that I decided on my own, and I think kind of jumping after that, it's really been something that's helped me, because I do go to therapy, and being able to hop on that app, Talkspace, when I'm traveling, it makes it so much easier. Because there are times where it's going to take you 3 to 6 weeks to get an appointment, and by that time you're okay, or your problem is gone.
Right.
No, you got to continually go, because you know I know for me, I'm somebody who still has depression spells, still deals with anxiety, and I've accepted that that's who I am, and that's what I'm gonna have and live with my whole entire life, and that's okay.
Do you think that acceptance is a big deterrent to people kind of asking and feeling like this is something that they should?
You know, I mean, like the crazy thing for me is like I never really, like I said before, I never asked for help. I didn't like asking for help. I didn't like who I saw in the mirror. I didn't think I was anything else but just a swimmer, and that was something that I had to learn who I was as a person, and accept who I am as a person and be okay with that. And honestly, being able to do that for me, it was challenging, but now where I am, I'm the happiest person in the world. You know, being able to look back at some of the ups and downs that I've had through my career, but also now be able to have an amazing family and being able to do things that I'm so passionate about, and that have the chance to, one, save a life, two, save water, water safety. I mean, there's so many things that we're doing. It's so exciting. They're so fun. And
So many great things.
saving a life to me is way better than ever winning a medal. So,
Yes, that's true. And your family's expanding? You've got another one on
Number
the way.
3 on the way.
Congratulations, that's
we're gonna have our hands
wonderful.
full. Yeah, it'll be
You'll be busy.
a wild household. We have 2 boys now that are basically bouncing off the walls. So
bet.
we'll see if the third's going to be a boy or a girl.
Okay.
All right, so one last question
Yes.
before we go, on a lighter, more fun note. There's a picture of you going around recently where you were rooting a certain golfer on, what was it, the 16th hole? Is that
16th.
right?
Oh, yes.
So one, what did that shot look like from your perspective? Like, did you think it was going in? And 2, what do you think of him winning? Him being Tiger, if you guys
Tiger
weren't in that
I
world.
mean, like that's, you know, I always said Tiger's going to win another Masters. Tiger's going to win another major. Like, you know, it's just like riding a bike for him. He knows how to do it. If he wants it that bad, he's going to find a way to get it done.
Yes.
That's just what greats do. And being able to see him hit that shot, but then also the shot he hit on 12 too. I think the shot on 12 when Molinari and Finau both put one in the water, and you know, he basically just hit a nice little cut to the center of the green and made the birdie putt, and I mean, it was kind of just epic from there. I mean,
certainly was.
it's just so fun to be able to watch somebody that has so many struggles on and off the golf course to be able to climb that mountain.
Yes.
You know, I kind of have a semi-understanding of what he's gone through a little bit, and there's nothing better than getting back to the top of that mountain and proving that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for talking about something that's so important that we all need to strive to be a little better.
Let's all turn the faucet off, guys.
Turn the
Come on.
faucets off.
Every drop counts.